the same time?
Are you testing me?
Yeah. It's all fun and games when you're a kid. Why do you need life insurance?
How did you get in my house?
Back door, that's not the question.
I don't.
You don't?
No, are you hungry?
That's the wrong answer. Yes, I am hungry.
Well, I've got a very dangerous job, and I've got 3 kids.
My funeral costs
That's
and
right.
maybe for my daughter's future.
It lets me come out here every day without any kind of worries.
How about that?
What are you laughing so hard about, dude?
Chat, just read chat. That Ryzen ad making me it's like do. I'm like, oh.
And we're back here at the StreamSavers. We're finally got everything working. Looks like finally got back to working the way that it's supposed to. So we're going to go ahead and move into the next topic on our roundtable discussion. If you're just joining us, we're joined by Skrnickles, Crackerjack. Let's see here. There we go. Crackerjack and the Flood. Playing with his face. Dr. Smiley and Captain Jack, who's looking away for some reason. I don't know what he's doing. And my co-host Mad Dog.
Save it for just chatting.
And the COO of UGIC and HypeCrowd Entertainment, Severs. And so I am Super Jew, and we're going to go ahead and go into the next topic. And Mad Dog, what do we got up next?
Well, okay. Apparently, somebody decided to be a complete douche canoe and threaten the Twitch headquarters with, well, I think shooting violence, basically violence in general. What, about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago?
About 2 weeks ago.
So it basically just proves that old axiom that take a person plus anonymity plus the internet equals an asshole. People think they can get away with anything these days just by posting whatever they want online. And the gist I get is San Francisco PD got involved with it, and so did the FBI. So it was probably not the smartest thing whoever did that, or the multiple persons in some case who did that did, because they will find you. It's just a matter of time.
They will find you, and they will eliminate you.
Does anybody want to comment on the stupidity of, I guess, people who comment in even chat logs that just start doxing and being stupid?
What I mean, I want to know. I know, Flood, you kind of had dealt with a few things of people asking you stupid questions on your stream, or like, where are you from, or where do you live, or what's your address, like live on your stream. Like, what, how do you combat that? Like, how do you deal with that? With getting doxxed?
That much you can do. I try to keep myself relatively anonymous, but over time enough about me leaks out that I'm sure someone could figure it all out if they really, really wanted to. But I try not to hand it all over on a silver platter. I know that if someone aggressively wanted to, I'm sure they could figure out anything.
Because I know you're kind of opposed to throwing your first name out on your stream.
Oh no, first name's fine. Just I try not to put on my last name. I'm sure someone could figure it out, but I'd prefer they didn't. I have had a moment where someone found out like way more information, and they had like my private email address, and they're like, "Hey, just so you know, I was able to find this out really easy." I was like, "Great, that doesn't make me feel great."
Unlike your brother, who doesn't really give a damn. He just as far as he's concerned, it just does not matter.
Name tag on, right?
No, you don't. Luckily, this time you don't have your name tag on. So, but
address on it and whatnot, yeah.
So, what do you do about if someone wants to send you if somebody wants to send you a donation, or someone wants to send you something they bought on Amazon? Like, how do you handle that sort of thing?
Well, the first thing is if you're going to use Streamlabs for your donation setup, get yourself a business PayPal account so that you don't have your personal email address attached. That's like #1 first thing you need to do. As to, and every streamer should know that, and every small streamer doesn't think they need it yet, and then they do. As to people sending you stuff, don't do it unless you've got a PO box. Get a PO box or don't do it. Like, and that's how simple it is for me. Like, people are like, "Oh, I wish I could send you this," and they're trusted people, but I'm not going to give up my address to even my trusted people. Because
like, get yourself, if you're gonna get yourself a PO box, get yourself a PO box miles away from your home. Like, don't go like half a block away from your house and get a PO box, because really, be smart about it at least.
And it's the internet.
Whatever you do. At least be smart.
Yeah. There's only so much we can do, and we all know that. It's the internet. If someone's aggressive and they really want to, and they're smart enough and they have the means, they'll figure it out. But don't hand it over. You know what I mean? That's just kind of my personal mentality on it. But
well, not to get into any really drama or anything, but I want to bring this up because it's still kind of fresh on my mind, and I want to talk about the situation that happened. But Captain Jack, you ran into kind of a situation where you had some folks that were trying to cause you grief and problems in your stream. How do you deal with those, those folks that want to just drum up, large amounts of drama?
Well, Super Jew. No,
and I'm not gonna. Let me preface this by saying I'm not gonna bring up their names. I'm not gonna give them credit because they don't deserve any credit. They're just a bunch of punk assholes. Let's just call it what it is. But
said I was sorry. Jeez.
Okay, cat's out of the bag. The flood. It was the flood.
So much.
No way. Stop holding me back. No, honestly, I think everyone I think everybody encounters this, whether it's streaming or anywhere else in life. It could be at the coffee shop, but we're all human. It can get to you sometimes, right? You make mistakes. And am I echoing?
Yeah,
I am. Should I keep talking, or should I just pretend it's not there?
I'm not sure why it's doing it. You're not on a headset, are you?
No, I have a mic, and then.
Oh yeah, then I don't know why it's echoing again. What? Why does it keep
weird.
happening? No.
Hello.
Yeah, you're echoing too.
What about now?
So you're echoing.
Okay, that's funny because now I'm being told on Discord for people that are actually watching the channel there is no echo.
Okay.
Well, no echo for you guys.
You're not
good.
echoing.
All right. So
go.
Good. Okay.
All right.
For some
Go
reason,
ahead, Cap.
Well, no, I mean, like I said earlier, it's about learning from your mistakes, right? Like I've made some bad decisions too by getting caught up in drama. And I think the worst thing that I could ever do is respond to anything that I don't even want to respond to anything on Twitter anymore. Like everyone has their opinions. It should be all positivity, and it should just be, supporting the people who support you. And it should be lighthearted. You shouldn't, if you have a business or a channel, you shouldn't be going out of your way to be in any way unprofessional. Or I don't know. From my experience, it's bad to get involved in that. It can really weigh on you, outside of your work, and you don't want that to happen. So I didn't always deal with it great. I made some mistakes a couple of weeks ago, getting wrapped up in some drama on, some haters and stuff. You can never make people understand your side of it. You know what I'm saying? People are always going to have their perception of you no matter what you do. And you
People
just
are
find a way
assholes.
to,
Let's just call it what it is. People are assholes. They can be, especially those that are watching streamers on Twitch. Like they can be really toxic just for the simple sake of being toxic. I mean, that's just seems to be, unfortunately, where it is right now in the streaming community. Like, I've watched guys like Dapper Jameson, who was on with us earlier. I have to ban 8, 9, 10 people an hour.
Oh,
and just because it's just people just feel like they have to be a troll no matter what.
Yeah, people have way too much time on their hands.
Yeah, the world doesn't lack for
sure.
smacktards. So
And you know what the funny thing is too? Like, my biggest advice and what I'm trying to get better at is just not responding. And I've been doing for the last 2 weeks. I haven't responded to anything. Like, I don't want to give my energy to something that's not going to be kind to somebody or benefit myself or benefit the people around me. It's not worth it anymore. So that's where I'm growing, and again, I make mistakes. I lash out. you like, oh, I don't want this person to get the best of me. Like I need to prove to them who I am. You can never do it. You just have to let it go. So that's what I'm working on. That's my advice.
And that's the best way to combat it, I think, is just not give them the attention that they're begging for. It's just like dealing with a bully or something, how you tell your kid at school, just do your best to avoid them and not let them get a rise out of you, because that's all they're looking for. They just want a reaction. So if you give them the reaction, they're going to keep coming back. There's going to be more and more of them. So the quicker you can get them out of your channel and, ban them immediately, don't even respond to it. That's 100% the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
Well, but on the flip side, though,
go ahead, Skern.
Is sometimes they make quality content. Like,
true.
You get the clever trolls every once in a while, where like, okay, well, you're gonna be a dick. I'm gonna be a dick right back, and it's just kind of eventually you're gonna have to get banned. But like, some trolls, they really make it easy for you to be absolutely hilarious, or like you just kind of, you got to do like a hit or miss type of thing. Like, all right, like you went like straight for the cutthroat stuff, you're gone. But if you want to, banter back and forth real quick, and it's going to make a good clip, and like, go for it. Just go for it, because eventually it's your channel. You make the decisions for your channel, and once they're banned, they're banned. And obviously, you can make your they'll make an account or something like that. But try it. I usually read the situation. I don't like, if I know I'm going to have fun with it, I go for it.
Yeah,
100%.
Every
I agree
situation
with
is
you.
different.
Yeah,
for
sure.
There's
on live
opportunities.
stream, I totally agree with that. If we're talking like social media outside of stream, then I'm just trying to. But what you're saying, I totally agree with you. Like, play off the troll. And like, I had trolls, they were calling me homeless a year ago, and I used to have a green screen, and I put like an underpass with like a home, like I found some underpass with a bed and stuff.
That's the best.
And I put two like guys in business suits walking across the street. And I was here, and I had a cardboard thing, and I wrote on it, "We'll stream for rum," because Captain Jack. And then I had my coffee mug. I had my coffee mug, and I turned around, and I was like, "Hey, mister, could you spare some change?" And I was like, "Can you spare some change?" And, like, you just mess with the trolls, and then they lose all their power. So you're totally right.
And you can turn them around too. Like, I've had a lot of people come into my channel, and as long as they don't come out with something like blatantly racist or something, and they just want to, talk a little smack, I'm down with that. I've gamed my whole life. That's something that you deal with in gaming all the time. And if you can banter with them a little bit and turn them around, I mean, you can get a quality viewer out of that very easily.
I have to be careful. I've definitely gone that road before as well. And like, sometimes my moderators will nip me in the butt because I'm giving them maybe too much rope, because I'm having a little bit of fun, but I'm like, oh wait.
Right.
And then the mods will be like, banned. I'm like, I guess it was too much, maybe. Sorry. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And they're probably keeping me safe from myself, because I like playing with them. I get what you're saying, Nichols, but I can almost like, and I have turned a few around, as you say, Smiley, salty kids in Fortnite who come in and then, like, I'm really sorry, I was just whatever. And I'm willing to give them a second chance as long as they'll come around and actually like be cool. But you really got to watch yourself. Like, there's plenty of other places they can go, and there's you don't need to put yourself in those compromising situations. You got to be careful.
Yeah, and it comes down to how you want to run your channel.
And if you haven't been able to tell by listening to the Flood, he and Dr. Smiley are purely Canadian. Like, clearly.
Wow.
Canadian.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Here comes that Canadian accent.
What you talking about there?
But the whole thing is social. Like, so I don't really like, people say that Twitch is social media, and I don't think it's like traditional social media, because you are the main focus while you're streaming and all that stuff. And then chat can go, but I completely agree. Like, it's almost pointless to post anything on Twitter or Instagram. You're like, oh man, I'm gonna sneeze right now, tee-hee. And then you have like people like, what the fuck did that guy just say? What did he do? What does he mean by that? And it's just like, oh, like, come on. Like, it's like literally Twitter takes anything can be innocent. Like, look at this fuzzy puppy. Like, he's holding it wrong. He's abusive. It's just like, no matter what you do. Like, I'll post like hi with a smiley face, and my buddies will troll me. They're like, what a dick.
Upset by the way you're speaking to me right now.
You have to remember though that is good natured shit talk. Okay, that's your buddies just giving you grief. I mean,
right? But you see it on Twitter all the time. Like, right now on trending is "not my president." Like, I don't have that type of voice. Like, that's not how I work. Yeah, like the government says something different. Like, just because of Twitter, but like you just like it's almost, you just dump clips, and then at that point you're like, oh, okay.
If you don't like it, vote.
Right.
Give me a break. Anyway, the whole thing's just crazy. But no, you got good natured freaking shit talk, and then you've got this people that are being vitriolic and nasty just for the hell of it. I mean, there's a lot of fun in any sport, be it physical or gaming. Talking shit's part of the game. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And everybody talks shit. I mean, for God's sakes, Severs and I have been, playing Insurgency for years and years now, and oh dear God, I absolutely love climbing in the ass of some absolute idiot that's playing in the game and just, cursing him out up one side and down the other just for shits and giggles.
Or
because
cursing me out for shits and
well,
giggles.
I have, and I do.
On multiple occasions you've done it. I remember one of the first times that you and I were the only ones left in Counter-Strike Source, and I went around and I got around the corner, popped you right in the dome, and I didn't hear the end of it for a good 10 minutes.
Some 15. It wasn't 10.
Excuse me, sir. I didn't have the skills
I'll
to
take
block
credit.
you
It was
from
15
shooting
minutes
me.
for me chewing your ass, but yeah.
Oh,
Flood's
jeez.
like,
What?
Never played CS:GO with Brian.
Actually,
All
Mad
right.
Dog made a really funny point about that. Is like, as you say, it's part of sports too. And I think if we could all hear the NBA guys and the NFL guys, if we could hear them on the field,
Oh, God.
I'll bet you know what I mean. But we're
I'm sure there's a
public-facing.
pile
Hey,
of shit they're
those
talking.
mics pick it up sometimes, man, because they've got the microphones on the field
Exactly
for football.
my point. But I think streamers and gamers getting a lot of heat about that. But the reality is, all the other sports are doing it, and probably just as bad, if not worse. It's we
come
just don't
on.
hear it.
Did
Right,
anybody
They have millions to cover it up.
Yeah, did anybody watch Dwayne Johnson's like pep talk that he gave? I guess it was the Lakers or whatever the hell it was. I stumbled across it when I was surfing the web. He dropped the F-bomb in that 10-minute video like 32 times.
Dwayne family friendly, The Rock Johnson.
You know?
I don't even believe you.
Go Google it. it was
He's my hero. Don't you
it was
dare.
great.
It's like, when did The Rock eat The Rock and became the Double Rock?
The Double Rock. What? Yeah.
30 Rock.
30 Rock. What?
He is now 30 Rock.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Okay.
So-
Next topic, Mad Dog.
All right. Well, I mean, what do you guys want to cover here still? I mean,
So I know there's some things that well, let me bring this up too. Cracker, you've had to deal a lot with people coming in your channel, and Flood, you too. Do you play with subs, or do you play with viewers? Will you come play with me? What do you do in that situation? Like, how do you keep? I shouldn't say keep viewers at bay, but how do you keep viewers inside of the boundaries of where they're supposed to be? Like, what's the best way that you can do that, or at least what's worked for you anyway?
You use your voice. You tell them no.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
you use a rolled up newspaper too. I mean, what?
swap.
Get the spray bottle out. No,
I mean,
no,
come
down
on.
here, down.
Yeah, they need a digital version of that, I guess.
I mean, I enjoy playing with the viewers every once in a while, but yeah, it gets a little obnoxious at times where it's a constant thing. You know, hey, you playing with viewers? Can I play? And I mean, that's it. That's how I combat it. No, you know, I'm playing with friends. That's how it's gonna be. I mean, I'm sorry.
It's like, I'm sorry, this game maxes out at 16 players, so no, you know, or whatever it happens to be, you know.
I do think, depending on how you want to run your stream, if you do want to have it where you're playing with the viewers every once in a while, you have to find a balance and give a little bit more priority to those who have been on the stream with you longer, who have hung out there, versus someone who just pops in, can I play?
Well, you got to look at
And
it
then
like
they
this.
start begging.
It might be a decent platform edition for like Twitch or Mixer, where if they could put a control panel in for the actual streamers so they can drag a viewer into their next match for whatever they're going to play. It's like, hey, you know, such and such, you know, 33 just won the friggin' up. Like, yeah, you can game with me right now. Come on in, man. And you pick a guy at random or grab a guy that always, you know, he's always watching your feed or something. I mean, it could be something you could use as like a marketing gimmick too.
There are ways to do it with people
you know?
who run community games. Like, you can have queue systems and use your Discord in that way, where you have even a moderator drag them into the Discord channel when it's next up. And if you're gonna run community games, that's the best way to put them in that spot so that it's in the community games. Oh, hey, sorry, man, I'm running community games on this day. Why don't you come back then, or whatever?
Yeah.
But exactly what Crackerjack said. I mean, like, oftentimes I'm just like, hey, sorry, man, I'm just running solos right now, or oh, sorry, I'm just playing with my friends right now. Like, that just is what it is. Like, people can't respect that, then that's fine, but like, that's what I'm gonna do. So this is my channel, and I'm gonna run it the way that I want to, because there's a rhythm to the stream, there's a rhythm to who you play with, and there's a balance to how that works. And this is ultimately my show when I'm streaming. So I'm gonna run my show the way I want to run my show. I'm sorry, bro. You know what I mean? Like that's just gonna be what it is.
Yeah.
And I want to point out it's very tempting for a small streamer to, because I've gotten caught in that loop many times where, because you are so desperate to have somebody view your channel, that people get caught up real easy. That the only time, like, you have in your head where you're like, they're only going to watch me if they play with me, so I'm going to play with them, and it's so easy to get caught into that. Like if someone comes to your channel, it's just one of those things you got to like break your habit. Is like, if they're going to come to stay, they're going to stay. If they just want to play a game with the streamer, get their 5 minutes of fame, no matter the size, they're going to come and go regardless.
Dude,
so,
if I change my Fortnite title to something about community games or running customs, I get more viewers because they show up because they want to get in on the customs. I just don't like running them particularly, so I don't do it. I get more viewers though. I could do that, but they're not viewers that are going to stick around if they're not playing, so they're not going to be part of my community in general, so I don't really need that 90% of the time. There's times when I might want to do it, and I will when I want to, but again, it's my stream is my show in my mind. Like, it's my broadcast, it's my presentation to the world, so I got to run it how I want to on any given move or in any given way that I choose.
And anybody you add in is going to have a different dynamic on your channel, right? Like, that's why you got to be particular about the people that you are grouping with. And, you know, when Captain Jack did his family-friendly test stream, I was like, oh shit, I'll never be able to play with Captain Jack again, you know, because like, you got to be very particular, because certain people you don't know them, you don't trust them, you're broadcasting them to your community, and you have to be careful.
And they might be great friends, but you don't know what they're going to be like on stream too, or they just might. You might love them personally and play with them offline, but it's just a different experience when it's online, and it just changes your rhythm for whatever reason. Like, just different people click differently in different ways, and that's fine. But for your stream, you got to protect your stream.
Yeah. I want to add, you know, some people might have really terrible mics too. Like, they have like people screaming in the background. It sounds like there's a party going on. And you, like you said, you're trying to protect your stream. I'm echoing, I know. Speaking about mics, I'm echoing for some odd reason.
But it's a beautiful.
But no, you gotta be careful. You gotta protect your stream, like you said. It's your professional brand and broadcast. And I used to play with viewers on a game called Gears of War, but it was a respawn game type, so I can get, like, you know, groups of, you know, however many in at a time, and it was 2 rounds, and whether you win or lose, everyone gets a chance to respawn and play. When I started playing Fortnite, people started making demands. They would message me offline and say, hey, I don't want to play with this person. They're a noob. Can you get me in with A, B, and C? And I'm like, dude, like, I am streaming. Like, I cannot do this. This is, you know, mod. I had a mod call somebody a noob, and that's a nice version of it. And I'm like, dude, you can't be saying that to viewers, man. You can't be saying like this guy is no good at the game. Like, we're not all competitive players. So you open up a whole can of worms when you start playing with viewers, because they start making demands. Not everybody, but you get those people that are there just to play, like you said, and then they start making demands, and they start having requests, and they start arguing with people. Oh, you're no good at the game. Like, what are you doing, you idiot? You know, it's like this guy's just trying to have a casual go at the game with the community, you know? So I think playing with viewers is such a, depending on the game, it's really rough on the broadcaster and the community. And then, like you said, the chat, people, oh, you know, when am I up? What, you know, did I stepped out for 5 minutes? Did you call my name yet? It's like, they're not there for you, you know?
Right.
So I think you got to, like you said, protect your broadcast and focus on the people that, like you said earlier, there for you.
Mm-hmm. You know? What about if
bad experiences, man?
What was that again?
Well, what?
1v1. Oh my god!
This should never be uttered on the internet.
If you sub to my Patreon, you can play with me.
Oh God! Don't go there.
Only my tier 20.
So what about if you were to do a giveaway in your Twitch, like Twitch, Mixer? I don't care what platform you're on. What if you were to do a giveaway where, you know, 1 round with the Flood or 1 round with Captain Jack, where it's whoever, like, I know this may sound really kind of shitty, but this shows a committed viewer in your channel, right? Like, for instance, Flood, you do, and whoever does that gets their name on your.
He's broken.
Huh?
But apparently, I do something.
Can you hear me now?
I'm eager to know what.
I wonder if your internet connection is starting to go.
Huh.
Pay
Interesting.
your bills, Brian.
Yes.
Interesting.
I was like,
Can you hear me now?
Not to sound like
Okay.
It's frozen on stream at the moment.
Oh
So-
yeah.
we had
Okay.
got a
I'm
network
sure.
error
There
on
it is.
Twitch.
There it is. It just came back up. Okay. Yeah, I got a 12 frame drop there. I got a 12 frame drop there. Go ahead and hit refresh.
Oh.
It should come back.
It should come back.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's back up.
Fresh is
Kind
what
of.
I'm being
It's
told.
choppy.
Joy.
There we go.
All right.
Yeah. What time is it now? We should be fine right now. But anyway, guys. So what about Flood? I know you do the notification squad thing, where you put viewers' names up on your channel. As a reward for doing proper notifications, showing up early and retweeting your that you're going live.
Retweeting.
Oh, no retweeting. Okay,
No,
well,
I don't do anything like that.
Needless to say, though, it's still a giveaway type thing. What if, as streamers, we were to do giveaways with, hey, play with your favorite streamer if you give bits, or if you're the highest on the bit leaderboard for the month, or you're highest on the
I want to jump all over that.
Resubs,
really
right? Or no. Or if you gift the most resubs, or whatever the case is, or just it's a random thing. Here, put your name into the drawing, and you pull one out, and they're get a chance to play one round with the streamer. Like, what's your take on that sort of thing, guys?
I want to jump all over that one. Just because you used me specifically with my notification squad thing. My notification squad thing very specifically is just for showing up early in chat, and it's relatively meaningless. You don't get anything other than like I put your name on a little panel. It's mostly just a fun, silly game. As to playing with me, I never want to put a price on that. Man, my camera's crazy here, but I never want to put a price on playing
acid.
with me. I would never do that. I think that's messed up overall. Like, I don't want people to feel like they're obligated to either do stuff to play with me and or that there's like a price to pay for me or my time. That does not work for me personally. I'm against it in a really big way. If there's streamers who I think do stuff with their point systems on their Streamlabs and their chatbots or whatever, where you can enter in raffles or whatever, that's cool. I'm okay with that because it's democratized and anyone can enter and anyone can get involved in it, and all they have to do is be there and be supportive. If you want to go that road, I think that's cool. I think if you put a price on it, like, hey, if you donate a certain amount, I'll play with you. I really find that something about that makes me deeply uncomfortable. I don't like that.
Well, I mean, that kind of goes back to the whole Patreon
I would avoid
thing,
that all the way
right?
to the end.
Well, I also want to add to that, especially being that we were using the example of bits. Doing something like that with the bits, or I may even apply with the subs, would, if you look at specifically Twitch terms of service, gambling with it like that is actually not allowed.
Yeah, if it was like a raffle based bit thing, then yeah, that would make sense to me.
I feel like it sets a bad precedent for the channel too, because I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people can't afford to sub. They might not have a credit card. They might not be able to afford it. And there's a lot of ways to support the channel outside of giving them money. Like the best thing you can do for my channel, and I tell people this all the time, is just to be here and hang out. That is absolutely the most support I could ever ask for. If you want to go above and beyond that, that's amazing and that it helps. But I'm not going to give you preferential treatment because you donated the most. That's it. Just sets it just looks bad, and it makes the people who can't afford to give, it makes them feel like lesser viewers. And that's definitely not the case. The people that are there every day and that keep me company while I'm playing video games, those are the people I remember and appreciate more than anything. It's not the guy that comes in my channel, once in a blue moon and just expects that he can then buy his way into playing games with me or whatever it is. If I do community days, it's going to be everybody has a chance to play. You don't have to sub. And like, it's the viewer is so powerful.
Yeah.
And having that view and having that voice in chat, that's the most valuable thing in a stream in my mind.
Said it better right there. Golf clap. I mean, that was perfect, honestly.
Well, what have you run into with it, Cracker?
What's that?
With like playing with viewers.
Play with viewers? I mean, I play with viewers, but so I'm not open to just play with anybody. And these guys have made some really good points. First off, just like they were saying with it's your stream, it's your community. You don't want somebody jumping in your Discord and just throwing the F-bomb or some other obscenity or something. So I mean, I'm down to play with viewers, but I like to get to know people. You know, I don't. Stick around. Let me get to know you a little bit. You know, if I like you and you're, I mean, and even then, I mean, it's hard to say. This echo is really driving me nuts. I'm not gonna lie. I just hear myself.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's loud too. I mean, so yeah, I mean, just like I was saying, just stick around. Let me get to know you a little bit, and then sure, you know, we might get to play some games, but don't expect it.
That's been my general rule in the past with playing with viewers. There was a point in time where, yeah, I would play with just about anyone who came in, and I found that it wasn't working for me because people weren't sticking around. So I started getting to a point where I was like, well, I do like playing with people. It's extremely fun playing with people, but how about you hang around a little bit first, and we actually become friends before I start inviting you in?
Yeah.
I used to do community days actually, and I would have people that I would recognize because the only time they would ever come into my channel would be to ask, "Hey, are you doing viewer games today?" I would say no. They just left immediately. That was the only message they sent, and they would come in once every few days, ask that. I would say no, and boom, gone, like vanished. And it's like,
it's part of the reason
what?
I don't like those, and I don't like giveaways that much personally. Like people can do them, and that's cool, but it's not for me. It's not the way I want to do it. So,
yeah, myself frozen on the screen.
It's like what I usually do with viewers is like if I have somebody who I've played with offline and I know that, you know, like they know not to drop, you know, N bombs, F bombs, and all that stuff while I'm offline, I can usually trust them while I'm online. Now, I'm not sure with Fortnite because I don't play Fortnite, but like I used to play Realm Royale, and one of the cool features to that, because it's such a badly, you know, designed game, is you can do Q snipes, which is obviously people try to do Q snipes with the big guys all the time, you know, in Fortnite. But what I do is like I'll just type in, you know, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in chat, and like that's your opportunity to play a game with me. I'll do random duos, or even just be like, hey, like we can team up, because I could add them in the game without actually physically being on my Steam list, which was nice. And so I'll try to avoid them without being in, you know, in Discord, you know, have them cop in Discord so they can't be loud or anything like that. So I don't know if you can do that in Fortnite. I like I said, I don't play it, but you know, I usually find that it's the best result. And some people just like to do Q snipes. Like they just want to be in the same game. They're like, oh, like, hey, you're popping off like on my stream. Like
one of my common viewers stream snipes me in Fortnite all the time, but he just comes up and dances on me. It's hilarious. Like I can't overly encourage it, but I love it so much because it's so funny. He always wears the same skin, always does the same dance. I freaking love it. It's so funny, and he's so good at it. He hits like every game. I've got people who try and they can't do it. This guy hits every game. It's unbelievable.
See, that's awesome. And like I feel that's a good way, like with battle royales, it's a good way to combat the whole, like, hey, can I play with you today? Like, no, but you can Q snipe me and we can be in the same game together. Or if you really, really are good, you know, we can be on the team, and then like it's like, hey, don't ping me, because it's just like there's a lot of creative ways that you can do it. And I don't think like with the whole subs, I find that scummy as hell. When you're like, I only play with subs only, and like that's one of the reasons why I left the Realm community, is for some stupid reason that became a thing. And like it was like even my friends were like, hey, Skirt, you're not subbed to my channel, so we can't play. I'm like, I'm sorry, I have a 9-to-5 job. I can't afford this stuff. Like, and like they're like we used to play games together and we used to stream together, and then like I'm not subbed to you, so I can't play. And it's like, holy crap. Like this got toxic real quick, and I was just like, I don't know where that became a thing, but like when you throw money on anything, that's when it changes the dynamic. And I wish people would kind of get the hint.
That sounds extremely scummy to have to be subbed in order to play. Now, I've done things in the past where if I'm paying for an actual private server for a specific game, I'll ask them to sub before they can come on that private server, but I won't tell them that they can't go play other games with me. Or if it's something where I'm just doing a quick server that I'm just booting up, come play, whatever.
I've never seen more of a look of disdain on anyone's face than I've just seen on the Flood's face. Like he's like looking at this going, viewers are evil. Like, I'm looking at your face.
Not at all. That's not accurate. That's not fair. That's not a fair assessment at all.
It's either the viewers or the fact that he keeps going Technicolor over there, because now
that part's weird.
His camera is on acid right now. Like,
my camera's fine. I can see my preview. It's perfect.
His camera is absolutely on acid right now.
You're doing this to me, Super Jew. What did I do to hurt you?
I am not.
What did I do to hurt you? Why did you do this?
I kid you not. I am not doing this. It was not me. I did not do this to you. I promise. I promise.
Send some bits to the HypeCrowd channel. Maybe your color will be better.
Sub to HypeCrowd for your camera to look normal on stream.
1v1 me, HypeCrowd. Let's go.
Well, considering, never mind. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. Nope. Don't
you tease us to go there.
Nope.
How many more topics do we got left?
Well, I'm looking for Mad Dog, but he seems to have fallen away.
Yeah,
again.
I see his screen went black. I think that was just about everything tonight, wasn't it?
I think that was real close to being just about everything.
Because I know we're probably about 45 minutes over at this point.
Yep.
Probably be a good idea to start wrapping up a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna go to a break real quick, and we will be right back. You guys stick around.
It's not going to be 9 ads in a row again, is it?
No. Whoops, now
Is it Ryzen yet?
No, it won't be Ryzen.
I gotta save up for you guys to come to my channel.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Yes, we can talk through this. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yep.
I know, crack.
They can't hear us on stream.
You gotta bait me like that, brother.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir. There's some quality content on this that my wife does not know about.
I love the random box section.
They can't hear us over the ads.
Cool.
Good. Great.
This is where all the quality content happens anyway.
Fun fact about FIFA, did you know that EA owns that game and they exploit you for everything? You want to log in? It's
a good thing this is an ad for Stream Decks, I think. I love Stream Decks.
That's classic EA.
Yes. Honest to God, I don't care if this is you should buy a Stream Deck because that's it is. That's like the one thing.
I also love Pac-Man.
You play Pac-Man. Wait a second. If I buy Red Bull, I can play Pac-Man on my phone.
Didn't give him wings.
Ooh, that ad for RTX. Yeah, it's because that's not a good way to portray it. Is there any games that you guys
WoW Classic.
Yeah.
That's basically it. I'm not a Halo guy, so.
Oh, I'm super pumped for Halo, but I don't know if Halo's pumped for me. I mean, like, I don't know if it's nostalgia of Halo 3 or if I'm really pumped for it, but
I was a Fall of Reach fan.
That's how I feel about Classic.
Yeah.
it's kind of how I feel about classic. It's like, am I going to enjoy this? Or am I gonna just
Light switch rave party.
Well, I can attest to the fact that those actually work.
Got Smiley flashing his phone, Captain Jack dancing.
I bought $150 Stream Deck so I can control my life. Voice model for Stream Deck is
I'm beginning to wonder if he's got it glitched where it's just continuously running.
Did you buy the Ryzen yet?
That was the funniest.
There we go. Sorry about that.
Oh.
And then it cuts to.
Make term life from American National your next smart choice.
It's like a Henry.
Smart choice.
It's Skern with a haircut.
Right?
Whoa, buddy. He got A+.
Whoa.
That's not me. Okay, he didn't graduate, and I can't afford that ring either. So,
What are you looking at?
just saying.
My next smart choice. Hey, you.
We got 1 more minute left of commercial.
Aggressive with that child there.
Hear that, guys? 1 more minute. We're almost there.
That was a weird commercial.
Yeah.
There was like no music or sound behind it.
What would you do with $500 million?
Ooh, there's a lot to choose from.
There's so much fear in that kid's face. Like,
8 train cars
what?
carrying a bunch of beef, $500 million.
Build a treehouse.
You build a treehouse?
Yeah.
Where?
In the trees. Are you our new teacher?
In the trees.
Put some in my savings account for college.
What would you do with $500 million?
I would buy a spaceship. Save it.
Did someone tell you to say that? Because that's not what I would do.
No. Buy a go-kart.
$500 million go-kart.
Mm-hmm.
Beef.
Beef. Well, have you been in my closet this whole time?
Stop it. Your move.
Checkmate.
Not gonna lie, I would have flipped the board if that
Beef.
So what's for dinner?
And we're back here on StreamSavers on HypeCrowd TV. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I want to thank all of our guests tonight. I want to thank Mad Dog for taking the time to produce for us tonight. Captain Jack for dancing during commercial breaks and playing his guitar like a fool. For Dr. Smiley for just, staring off into the wilderness with his wolf pelt. And,
Jon Snow.
It's Jon Snow. And for Technicolor Flood and Doug. And Doug.
Look at that, mama.
Flood and Doug.
Dude, the
Flood and
color.
Doug and Technicolor. And Technicolor.
That is trippy.
So that is kind of trippy.
Face is
Jeez, Technicolor
red.
Doug. Check
I don't know
it out.
what's going on with that, man. It's
Wow. To Captain Jack for sitting and staring off into space as we were waiting for commercials to get finished.
Wrong
and
Jack.
What?
Hi, I'm the
I
new
said
Captain
Cracker
Jack.
Jack.
What's up, everybody?
I said Cracker Jack. Whoops.
Oh,
Dodson said
I'm
Cracker
taking
Jack.
over.
That was me. That's my fault. My lips
I
are
want to
broke.
thank Super Jew for putting us on blast.
Brian
Putting
tries
us on
English, take
blast.
two.
Wait. What?
That
Hold
was
on.
not my comment.
This
brother.
thing is being slow now. Hold on here. It's
I said
freaking out. on me.
Brian tries English, take two.
Take
User error
two.
3.0.
Take 3.
It works.
Captain Jack, thank you. Cracker Jack, thank you so much for. I did it again. Damn it all! Thank you so much for for popping in stream tonight. Nichols, you shekel
This is a live
shoveling bastard.
production.
And of course, Severs for giving me more shit than should be legal by law.
I'm never gonna stop, and you know it.
Yeah, I know, and I'm not happy about it, but you know, what are you gonna do? But guys, thank you so much for being a part of the first episode of the StreamSavers. We appreciate it, and we look forward to the next episode. So until then, guys, you know, hang out, be safe, and don't do anything stupid on stream, will you?
Yeah. Well done.
Is that the actual like building that you guys are in?